Hello, good morning. My name is Christopher, and today I will do an interview with my partner Ashley about pollution and its impact on the world. Well, we start. What do you think about pollution?
I think that is a situation of high importance today, society that it depends on the future of the new generations, and it is problematic that we have in all the places in the world. So it is such important to treat.
Okay, good argument. What would you do to improve this situation?
I will do many campaigns for teenage and children because I think that if we start to teach the kids, we are going to start making her ecologist conscious, and we are going to start a new culture of ecological things.
Good ideas. What do you think are the most serious consequences of pollution?
The most serious consequence, one of them can be global warming, that it is a situation that it affects, I think, all the world, because we can saw that in the in Alaska and that the ice it start to disappear, and in places that the cold is the most how do you say, the most word that predominate, it starts to the hot and that things of the temperature.
Whoa, no. What do you think of global warming?
Global warming, if like I said before, it is a situation that we are start to thinking right now for the world, and start to keep in our minds, because there is such many parts that it can affect not in like 10 years later, that are affecting us now.
What do you think of it?
Um, um, the trash on the sea, the little human actions that start to making the pollution. The pollution is a consequence and cause the global warming.
Okay. Well, with this, we conclude this interview. The answers were really interesting. Society is always good define to find out about something as important as pollution.
Thanks for inviting me. I want, like, I wish that you can teach to the people that see this, that start to behave with an ecological concept.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Good morning. I will do an interview with a dear friend. Hello, who are you?
Hey bro, I'm fine, and you?
Fine, thanks.
Everything okay? It's cool, I don't know. Okay.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Vale. I introduce myself. My name is Emiliano Toar. Today I would like to ask you some questions. Do something we'll know today. Okay?
Okay, perfect.
Video games.
Okay.
Tell me, bro, do you like video games?
Yeah, I really like the video games. I don't know, they are very entertaining, and I really enjoy the time that I spend playing every game. I don't know, I really like the video games.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me, do you video games this day?
Yeah, yesterday I played Fortnite for a while, I don't know, maybe 1 hour. I played Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite.
Why?
Because it's a game of the moment. It's a hit. I don't know. It's a very entertaining game. I don't know. I really like it.
Okay, okay. Some people say that video games are waste of time. What's your opinion?
Maybe because I don't know. Maybe, but do you really enjoy the time that you waste on it? It's you could spend a time to with you when you didn't have nothing to do. I don't know. It's a very, I don't know, pretext to waste your time.
Okay. Next question.
Okay.
What was the first game you ever played?
I think that the first game that I'll play, I don't know, maybe Mortal Kombat. I think with my, I don't know, with my uncle. I don't remember. And maybe that was the first game.
I get it. What is your favorite all-time?
Of all time game, my favorite.
Yes.
It's Far Cry 3 is my favorite game of all time. The story of that game, it's very very nice.
Fortnite,
Yeah, well with Fortnite.
your favorite?
No, Far Cry 3.
Okay.
Fortnite is just the game of the
Yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah. Sorry. What type of games are good for playing alone?
For playing around the competitive games, I don't know, to kill the another players, I don't know, one by one, I don't know that games. It's satisfying when you kill someone.
Fortnite it is an
Yeah, it's a
example,
very
no?
competitive game. Yeah, it's a very competitive game.
Okay. How much money do you spend the video games?
Of all time, I don't know, a lot of money, but I think a media, 1,000 pesos. Maybe.
Calculation.
The media that I waste on a video game, I don't know, 1,000 pesos is the cost of some games.
It's a lot.
It's not too much. There are a lot of people that spend too much money than 1,000 pesos. I know 10,000. A lot of money.
Okay. Okay. How much time per week do you spend playing Sim?
Because at school I didn't play too much. That since we entered to the school, but I don't know, in vacations, I think that daily I spend, I don't know, 2 hours playing. I don't know, I really spend a lot of time playing. And I really enjoyed it because I didn't nothing to do in my house. And I get bored sometimes and then I play, yeah, I think 2 hours on vacations.
Okay. People play games on computers, phones,
Yeah.
console, and in arcades.
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
On what kind of machine or device do you prefer to play a game?
I prefer console, obviously. I don't know, I prefer that. Actually, I play on PS4, but I used to have the Xbox. But yeah, I prefer console. The PC makes me some difficult sometimes, and the fun. I don't really enjoy the experience.
Okay, I prefer phone. Well,
No,
my opinion.
you
My
prefer
opinion.
phone? Okay, perfect.
Okay, thank you very much. Your time, bro.
It's nothing, bro. It's a pleasure always. Take care of you. Have a nice day.
Thanks.
Hello, good morning. This day I will conduct an interview with my partner Lila on the subject of Netflix. Hello Lila, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Go. First and nothing, you have a Netflix account?
Yes, I have a Netflix account because I like the entertainment and watch it on my free time.
How long do you watch Netflix in the day?
Maybe to 2 or 3 hours per day. Most of the time I watch an episode from a series, and that's it because I don't have a lot of time to spend watching series because I have homework to do.
What series do you like?
I like series like Friends or That 70 Show, Glee, 13 Reasons Why, Sabrina. I like fantasy and comedy.
Do you recommend Netflix?
Yes, I recommend it because it's very complete. It has a lot of movies and series, and maybe it's not always actualized, but I like it. And they also have a lot of classic movies, which I really enjoy watching.
Do you share account with your family?
Yes, I share the account with my family, with my brother, my sister, my mom, and my uncle.
How much do you pay?
I don't really know because my mom pays for it, but I have the 4 screen HD plan, and I think that's the most. I think that it's the most expensive.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for taking the time for this interview.
Thank you, Paulina.
Hello, my name is America Larissa, and today I am with my friend Evelyn. How are you, Evelyn?
Hi, my name is Evidencia. Monet. I'm so fine. I'm so happy, and I'm so grateful to be here with you.
Okay, fine. In this moment, we will talk about social networks, and I will ask you some questions, okay? First question, okay? Let's start. What do you think of social networks?
Well, I think that social networks are so efficient because you can talk or you can communicate to other people that live in another state, or for example, if you have family or friends that live in United States or in China, or I don't know, you can communicate so easy to that.
Okay, fine. Other question. What are the social networks you use most?
I use Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and it's because I like for example, you can publish a picture and you can talk with other people, you can publish these stories and all that.
Okay. Do you think social networks are good?
Yes, I think that they are good
Why?
because, for example, I see in the first question, it's so easy to communicate with other people. For example, your family, your friends, and all that things.
Okay. What do you think are the good and bad things about social networks?
For example, the identity theft, the hackers, that.
At what age do you think social networks are used the most?
Well, I think that in 12 years old, because many childs have in this moment Facebook or Instagram or Messenger on all that things, and for example, there are another childs that come to school and they print their laptop or his cell phone, and they has like 3 hours in their laptop making homework or playing games. And that's
Okay. Good. Okay. What do you think are the threats of social networks?
Identity theft, and hackers because they can check your information of your computer. For example, to have if you have Facebook, you put your in your bio, your information of your Facebook. You can put your age, your complete name, and where you live, and all that things. And for example, if you have that information for all the people, and you can get.
Okay. How do we use social networks in your life?
I don't know. I use so much Instagram, Facebook, a little, but I would think that it would be so. I would be so happy because I spend so many hours in social networks, and sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's bad for me because I can't concentrate in all the time. So.
How many hours do you think a person spends on social networks?
I don't know. For example, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. It's depend of the people that use the social networks.
Yes. Okay. What do you think is the damage that causes you to spend so much time on social networks?
To talk with another people, you can spend all the time to talk with your family or friend, or you can check or look memes.
Memes.
Yes, memes.
Okay. And finally, what will be a reflection you have about social networks?
Well, I think that social networks are they are bad, but also they are good. For example, they are bad in the way because they are people that also you can have identity theft with your information. And for example, if you have in the good things, you can talk with many people. It's a way to communicate to another people that live, for example, in another place, in another state. You can talk with your family, with your friends, and all of that.
Okay, and finally for this video, thank you and bye.
Adiós. Va.